Yeah, you know I was gonna have to say something. I showed. Oh, I ain't had time to do anything about the, you know, them cutting me off at the on the live stream for the debate. But anyway, yeah, I finally got it fixed, and if anybody cares, but I worked my way through it like you're supposed to. So technically, it seems like your masters are mad, but real life people got to give me a little props. Give me, I don't care, but to me, it's just me doing. I keep forgetting, y'all got to act like y'all don't spy on me. I'm like, you knew what I was gonna do. I don't know why y'all keep doing stuff knowing I'm gonna. One point is when I took it last week, they act like there was nothing they could do, and I immediately looked it up. Just typed in, and supposedly it's a big problem. So and then it's the cheapest. So $40. I tried that. So now I got, two new, uh, easy to put in items that could go bad and give me problems, but whatever. Then still ain't working. So I took it to the dealer, the real dealer. I went back to the audio place. I knew that wasn't it because they're professional and I paid money for it, big money, not big money, a couple of hundred, about 600. Uh, but yeah, about 12 then. But it was overtime because I did it at two different times, months apart. Like 3-4 months apart. But anyway, so I know, and plus I got one of them, cigarette charge, battery chargers, for your battery, your phone cable, USB, whatever, C to C. It has a voltmeter that reads, alternates charging at least, and it could have been a battery, but it wasn't. Because they checked it at Nissan yesterday. Then they checked it again today right in front of me at the dealer I was at. And so, yeah, it was the starter. And Nissan told me yesterday it's the starter. And, but they talking about like damn near 14. But I'm like, since it's been so long, I'm like, wait, it took me a second to let the shop. I'm like, oh, okay. But either way, that's what I wanted, a diagnosis. So I wasn't mad about the diagnostic fee. There wasn't much. And they told me about the filters, like I said, and the filters. And I know I now feel like some kind of chick drive who just get in and drive. Because I was, not only did I think it was jet lag, turbo lag, why it wouldn't have good acceleration until it got to a certain RPM. Then I would start catching up or passing, and I wasn't trying to race. But I was saying, okay, it's turbo lag, but it's been a long time since I had it. But when I got back in now, I had just got gas yesterday, right? And when I fill it up, it always is like 290, 290. I'm like, wait a minute, I guess it got a small gas tank. And now it's not even full, and it's at, I guess the computer readjusted because of the airflow. Yeah, a clean filter changes. I guess it changes. Now it's at 320, and I'm not at a full tank no more. So the next time I fill it up, I'll see exactly. I think the mileage probably is at 350 with a full tank. And like I said, usually for the last couple of months when I fill it up, it would read, when I fill it up, it still would only read 290. And yeah, they say, you change your air filter, it will kill your gas mileage and all that. Miles per gallon, acceleration. So I'm definitely not mad at the Nissan people, charging the diagnostic. And yeah, they charged me. It was like 1,400. I'm like, and he's like, we can finance. I'm like, yeah, okay. Technically, like I said, I'm still paying for it, and they got a full shop too at that dealer. You buy here, and they do. I'm like, yeah, he got a full shop with, the lifts, two lifts, and full tools, everything's on nine. He only charged me $60 to put it in there. Like that's what I thought for a starter. And when you got all the tools, you ain't got to lay on the ground and do all that stuff. Yeah, it's nothing. It did it real quick, like 2 hours. And yeah, it fixed the problem. Boom, boom, boom. Now it starts again like it's supposed to. But at first he kind of was acting like a little, It's gang stalker. I guess the gang stalkers talked, but he really was being nice and almost like embarrassed. Like they should have found what I found. I had to do my own research, but I gave it. Like I said, he fixed it a lot of times. One time he did it for free, and this and that other stuff wouldn't start or whatever. And I think he really just didn't know his mechanic. Is this and that, but they I just did the legwork because he was like kind of happy. He's like, and we started talking. He's telling me more stuff. I got some more stuff I got to check tomorrow. Because now I guess he trusts me that I know enough that I can do it myself and I can find it. He just told me that you look at this. This might help too. But I'm like, yeah, I knew I could. But anyway, that's neither not now. Got to get to the shit talking because they early on before they all start coming out. They've been talking shit in the comments. Oh, Kamala made Donnie had the horrible Donnie this and this. Donnie doesn't. He don't know what. Oh, Kamala made him. It's like everybody knows. Yeah, he did take the bait, but I think he did that on purpose. Like yeah, everybody know the only thing she could do was try to get under his skin and try to make him look like he's mean. It's like you're supposed to be the president, so that's gonna be if you are that's what you're gonna do to Putin, get under his skin, or any of Iran or anybody. You just gonna get under their skin. That's how you're gonna defend the free world, not just America. But it's more than just mainstream. Sub said, let me check her out. I ain't been on her channel in a minute.
When is the next debate? Kamala did not convince me to vote for her tonight.
Miss Mama, at what point you gonna put us first?
With her for a second, I did watch a little bit. I thought she was still on that us stuff. I mean, us. Like, y'all, but nah, just listen.
You witnessed you put everybody else but us first. And using our taxpayer dollars, our money to put
everybody, all the black people waking up. It's not black versus white, black versus everybody else. And we need a president. What you gonna do for the black community? They're starting to listen to us. You do for the whole country. Everybody's gonna do good. If you ain't doing good under Trump or another president, whoever we get, because now we know what to watch for. That's on you. That means you go to work and smoke all your money away, or you just smoking crack, meth, shooting up. That's all you doing. There's no way you're not doing good. And they're starting to see that.
So at what point do we get put first? We gotta vote you in, and then on day one,
you see black women talking about we as a whole country.
But we gotta vote for you first for you to put us first.
In this election, I actually have.
That don't sound like even trade to me, Mala.
I don't know why y'all keep saying Kamala Harris ate him up. She won the debate. No, she didn't, because 30% of voters say they don't know anything about Kamala Harris or her stances, and guess what? They still don't, because those moderators did a horrible job asking her the right questions and giving her pushback on all her stances. And yes, Donald Trump could have done a better job on pushing her on all her beliefs too, but he didn't know he had to debate 3 people. So go figure.
Everybody, this shit didn't work. Nobody is falling for. Oh, Trump, he didn't know it. No, he had to, like they said, he had to debate 3 people. I stopped watching it after they cut me off from leaving comments. I knew they was going to play themselves. I barely saw. I only got to watch like 5 minutes. Because as soon as I clicked on, what happened is they had somebody start trolling me in the comments. They did. And I started going back at them. And these are live, so I started. And then I would leave laughing emojis. That's why you're mad now, right now. And then they just cut me off. So what I said, it ain't no big deal. I knew it. I was like, I ain't even worried about it. I went back and watched TV. Whether it big deal, I went to sleep. Wasn't a big deal. Didn't even have to check up on it. I didn't have to wait afterwards. Oh, I got to check to see what I missed. I knew it. I didn't have to check today. I can handle my car, fix my car, get took it to get fixed, this and that. Did some things about my business for the future, made some more moves. That's another good thing. See, everything's working. Got more good news today. Getting, I'm getting just everything that I could have done. I know I almost want to, like, why did I think of this? But I guess right now is the better time, whatever. Because it's more dramatic now for y'all idiots. Y'all gonna be super mad now.
Dear Kamala Harris, you lying doghead. Hold up, let me unfold this. You opened up that border to let them Venezuelans in here to take over our apartments. You gave them food stamps, cash, and promised them more housing.
Yeah, see, everybody, she must be talking about the ones in Colorado. Everybody know about that. They took up with that whole. See, boy, I would think, this they could get mad at me for saying this. In the past, like 2 years ago, they wouldn't have cared. They would have been like, we don't care. It's Colorado white folks or something like that, But see, now, everybody's, yeah, y'all fucked up.
All for a vote that you still ain't gonna get. You couldn't get through 10 minutes of the debate without that stupid laugh. Listen, everybody is not drinking the Kamala Kool-Aid. I hear people calling it Hillary 2.0. They gave her the questions just like they handed the questions to Hillary back in 2016. And you had people calling out her scripted answers to the questions and the lack of the moderators fact-checking her, allowing her not to answer questions, and to just ramble on with these monologues that she memorized. I had people sending me messages before the debate to these prayer lines to pray for Kamala. Well, all I gotta say is these black women right here, they're not trying to get on the Kamala prayer line. We're going to get into it, but first, take a second to make sure you're subscribed to the channel and click the notification bell for all updates. Won't waste any time. Let's go ahead and jump into it. This debate is so hard to watch when you are very clear on the fact that Kamala started it gaslighting Americans. She's been gaslighting Americans the entire time. She's picking the things that she knows you're scared of. You see, she's bringing up January 6th. She's not telling the whole story. She brings up the C word, the pandemic. She brings that up, knowing that's not his fault. He didn't start it. Matter of fact, I was in Europe the November before, and he was actually in Europe where I was at the time. It's really sad that Americans, I see my friends on TikTok on Facebook who are like, oh my God, she's cooking him. Oh my God, she's like doing amazing. She's lying in her amazingness. And let me tell you, you guys are stupid enough to believe her. All you gotta do is a little bit of fact checking, but no, that's not what you're gonna do. You're gonna automatically.
They think everybody sees a few, and I think what she can't say because she said C word. Maybe she's where Facebook is still. I don't know if she's using Facebook Live. Facebook is probably still doing the same, blocking people or censoring. And so, or either she really don't want to sound like one of us, because the people she's talking about probably they know she's a fool. They just trolls. They doing it. They're paid to do it. Yeah. Oh my God, girl, Kamala is winning, and Kamala doing the thing. And no, she. Or they could truly be just stupid. I don't know, but I doubt it.
We call him a lie because the media and them have helped you believe that he was a lie. You ain't gonna fact check it. You ain't gonna look. You're not gonna look. But are you noticing that all she keeps leaning on is this is why I'm going to be better because I don't incite the things that he do and I'm bringing us together. Baby, that is not giving me whole policies. What are you going to do? What are you able to do?
I mean, yeah, see, right. They really thought people was gonna fall for. Yeah, we're tired of Trump. Nobody's tired of you. This is like you're tired of money. And what did he say? He never said anything that insulted any sane person. Because anybody with money mean they handle their business, and they're going to get rid of people who not handling business. Or you're not going to pay somebody who's not handling business. You're not going to patronize that person. So yeah, he's going to fire you. You can fire your restaurant you go to. How are you fired? Meaning you're just not going there no more. You're fired. The last time we paid you, we came here for a dinner, 3-course meal, whatever. No, we're not coming back. You ain't got to be nice. That's where they got. They really thought they brainwashed people. It's never been like that in history. You got to be nice to somebody who purposely not doing it, or somebody who can't do the job. and you tried to give them a chance. You can let them down softly if you want to, but you better do it because you going to put yourself in jeopardy. Because now you show that you're a weak leader, and or you're a weak husband. Yeah, you trying to put somebody down nicely, and your wife and kids see you getting played like a fool.
Because everything that you're able to do as a VP, which also means you hold the most important seat in the Senate, you can do as president. As a matter of fact, the truth is you got a little bit more power now with the seat in Senate you have, and you're not under the telescope, the light like the president is, and yet you're not doing anything. I just cannot believe this debate. It is so hard to watch.
So that debate was a bunch of BS. I mean, was this a debate between Donald Trump versus Kamala Harris, or a debate between Donald Trump versus Kamala Harris versus the moderators? Because the moderators were literally debating Trump and even fact-checking him. They were like, Trump, it says right here, like, that's not correct. We got a piece of paper from a manager that says, like, that's not correct. But they didn't even care to fact check Kamala Harris on the propaganda Project 2025. Yeah, it was very biased. It was so biased. Just so fake, disingenuous, phony, very condescending. Trust me, this is a great thing. This is a good thing because the American people got to witness.
See, she sound like I sound when everything y'all do. I said this is a good thing. Everybody's like they listen. I'm telling you, and they people listen. All of them, they listening to me. They used to be mad at me, but now they got tired of getting their ass kicked, trying to follow me around and spy on me and getting their feelings hurt. Now it's like, hey, actually, he told us the truth. Now that hey, I ain't mad. I ain't this is real. This ain't normally I'm like, oh, they mocking. Nope, this is real.
How rigged everything is, okay? They're all for democracy, but they can't even give this man a fair debate. They were not fact-checking her on the borders They were not fact-checking her on the Project 2025 propaganda. They were not fact-checking her on her fracking. They were not fact-checking her on anything, okay? She didn't get any pushback. The American people got to see it, and that is why Trump is leading in the polls right now. We're sick and tired of being gaslit. We're sick and tired of being lied to. Kamala Harris came and just read a bunch of scripts that was so performative, so performative. You're the current administration right now. If you wanted to do something about it, you would have, but you're not. So Kamala Harris and Trump's voice, you're fired. We're sick and tired of you, okay? We're gonna vote you out come November.
Trump has to debate 3 people tonight, so unfair. You know what? Me and my man was saying the same thing. The host, it's the same thing with the last debate. I feel like that the hosts are not for him. Like, I feel like at this point, their party has all of the media in their pockets right now, except for Fox. And it comes off as being extremely biased and not fair. Like, I don't like these new rules. These new rules were not implemented until Biden made it so. The whole shit with the mics being muted, no people in the audience to be there. There has never been a debate that has been ran like that up until Biden made it so. I also thought that it was extremely rude when the lady she said something to him. I can't remember what it was, but it was a little bit rude. And they were like softballing her questions. I did appreciate the fact that even when they were kind of going back and forth, they did allow that to happen. I appreciated that fact. I did not appreciate how she was laughing about the situation.
See, they let it go the back and forth because the idiots thought everybody would let it go because it's going to show the real Trump. It's going to show the real Donald Trump. Yeah, it did. And it showed the real idiot Kamala, the evil demonic Kamala. Trump up there having to fight demons, literally, and it showed, it was a good thing. They thought the good thing is they're so stupid. ABC, they really thought, oh yeah, this is going to sink Trump. Matter of fact, I saw that this morning, a couple of hours ago in the comments section. Trump sunk his own campaign. It's like, this fucking idiots.
Going on in Ohio, it made it seem as if it was debunked because it has not been debunked. I just saw a video a couple of minutes ago where a lady was saying that it is really happening out there. So I'm going to believe the citizen over the lying government. We're kind of going back and forth. They did allow that to happen. I appreciated that fact. I did not appreciate how she was laughing about the situation going on in Ohio. It made it seem as if it was debunked because it has not been debunked. I just saw a video a couple of minutes ago where
If they talk about what I think they talking about, I never heard it, but usually Trump has the inside, and yeah, they're doing it. And they, another thing about Democrats, it's like, wait a minute, I thought y'all hate the police. So yeah, you can't have, the chief of police came and said it's not true that they're doing this to the pets. It's like, well, I thought y'all hated the police, so now you believe it. So, but if there's another shooting of a black man, the chief of police needs to go. He's a liar. You can't have it both ways. And secondly, Ohio, the chief of police or whatever, whichever city, probably a Democrat city. All of them illegals is definitely a Democrat sanctuary. So yeah, the chief of police, that's no. So now, yeah, the chief of police is a liar. He's a Democrat.
lady was saying that it is really happening out there. So I'm gonna believe the citizen over the lying government that is in that state. But yeah, I agree with you 100% on that.
The power of mass media manipulation is so powerful to the point I really believe that it has altered the minds of the American people. All right. When President Biden ran against Kamala Harris the last time, she literally did so bad as though she had to step down as well as step out of the election. All right. She has been the vice president for 3.5 years. And from then until now, the question to the American people would be, what has she done for you lately? All right? Honestly, what has Kamala Harris did from then to now to the point where people feel as though she's an eligible candidate to even run for the president of the United States? All right? Keep in mind, she never won a primary. She was literally given to the American people. She was literally handed over to the American people on a silver platter, might I add. All right? There were more eligible candidates, but for whatever reason, we got her, and no one ever questioned it, which is crazy to me. Looking at the presidential debate tonight between her and President Trump, I literally feel as though she is part of a systematic machine. Listen, every black woman is not drinking the Kamala Kool-Aid. Same for a lot of black men. Black people, we're obviously not all alike. Let's go ahead and get the conversation started. Let me know what you think about this.
And obviously, this is, just a small sampling. What the hell is this about?
Since when does the vice president have what sounds like a southern accent?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
She was talking about union.
Eve every year, and she asked me to make the greens for a party every year. And I am not lying to you that I would make so many greens that I'd need to wash them in the bathtub. I'm telling you the truth.
So how do you make your greens? Do you put turkey in them?
She probably does put bacon in them because she's trying to kill motherfuckers. Most black people cut that shit out in the 80s. I know my folks did. In the early 80s, I was a little kid. Being a kid, I used to get the piece of bacon or the salt pork. Because the older they didn't that's when they started transitioning. Like, oh no, they didn't eat the piece of bacon. I was a little kid, I can handle it. Everybody switched to turkey. This was like 80. I was like in 3rd grade by then. But of course, Kamala, evil ass, would keep on putting bacon and salt pork. Not because she black, but because she's just evil, trying to kill as many black folks as she could. They took this channel out of my. I ain't seen him in about, I don't know how many years, like 2018, but they put it. I just got this back. This is just an hour ago. I used to watch this guy, this Dr. Steve. I think it's about 2018 or something. 2019, but yeah, they. Oh, wait a minute. This is it was it Schumer. When was this? All them people, Biden, Schumer, Kamala. Who's that? I know his face. Schumer, he definitely need to be in prison. And Kamala and Biden. But look, they just got to stand there and take it. The people, where is this? Had to be New York or Schumer there. Where was the debate? This is this morning. They yelling Donald is Kamala wave like that's how stupid she is. Oh, that was earlier this morning.
They love him, gang. The people love him.
And that's New York City, used to be a Democrat stronghold, and now at Schumer, at Chuck Schumer, they done bought Biden out, or I don't know what the weekend at Bernie's, or Tuesdays, or September 11th at Bernie's. That's what you want to call it.
Turns out so did the post-debate polls. These polls are absolutely flipping out the Democrats after they thought the 3-on-1 debate ambush would finally take out Trump, but alas, it was not to be. The first post-debate polls are indeed dropping, and they are a disaster for Kamala. We're going to see exactly what's really going on here, and to make matters even worse, we're going to see why the latest polls are the least of Kamala's worries. Hey gang, it's me, Dr. Steve, your patron professor, here to help you stay sane in these insane times. So make sure to smack that bell and subscribe button. Before we dive into the latest on the post-debate polls, I gotta ask you, if you're like me, do you have trouble search items on Google right context right now? It's for half the nation, if far more than that. These great patriots, these commentators, they were not particularly happy with the way Trump responded to that sabotage, and especially the way Kamala was able to get away with virtually.
Well, no, that's why I keep telling y'all. It's so. Remember I talking about that's one of the reasons the road rage is on the rise, and I feel kind of bad because some of them people they might have they're in prison now. I was trying to tell y'all that you got to be not crash out, but Trump didn't try to crash out. How much do you expect? It's different, and then it's like no, you know what? You just gotta let it show. You know what? Whatever, and it's not, he still maintained decorum. I don't care what you say under that type of assault. Come on, the only people saying that, it's like no, he respond as best as humanly possible. The rest of us would have been fighting up in there. Some of us would have got, would have been labeled a woman beater. I'm just saying. So no, you can't. No, he did a plus, triple A performance.
They've completely.
Yo, at least so okay, the where I'm from, yeah, okay. Because matter of fact, remember how I told you, you seen me do it before. I get madder at the dude who trying to, oh, that bitch gonna get you kid, exactly. Look, they would have been, so yeah, I would have jumped on both of if the dude, the moderator, yeah, he would have been jumped on in front of everybody. Yeah, seriously, it's like he deserves a triple A, not an A plus.
Into the late hours last, well, formerly known as Twitter, of course, and talks for your amazing.
Here we go.
.com/Turley Talks for your amazing discount. All right, we got the first post-debate polls dropping here, and I just want to set this up by pointing out there was a lot of doom and gloom on X last night as I was staying up into the late hours last, well, formerly known as Twitter, of course. And I noticed a lot of good, strong patriot voices out there were really upset, obviously because of the blatant election interference on the part of these so-called moderators at ABC. They have forever, they've completely ruined their careers from this point forward, at least for half the nation, if far more than that. And these great patriots, these commentators, they were not.
Hey, did I say I left a comment yesterday or day? I know I was talking about Google, but always get prepared for the unemployment line. It's not revenge. They try to say, oh, we're celebrating your downfall. No. When you tell somebody over, it's just like when I was a kid. You've been told not to do something over, and technically you'll live. If you want to off yourself, again, all of that is your own fault. You literally, I don't care how dangerous the Democrats are. We would have protected you, especially if you came with some real evidence, and that's actually legal. Yeah, you get protection. Not even, oh, we could, sabotage. No, it's not sabotage. You come with real evidence that's going to stand in court. But you chose to stay loyal to your masters.
Particularly happy with the way Trump responded to that sabotage. And especially the way Kamala was able to get away with virtually anything and everything that came out of her mouth. And so many.
That's what I was saying. Who? That's inhumanly, that is impossible. That is impossible. I don't. There's no way. Yeah. How could he? How could he? He should have. How? Like I said, I think he did a superhuman job of not coming across the podium and knocking the shit out of the goddamn that male moderator, that dude with the black hair or whatever, the moderator. You know, I think they just had some white folks try to walk by. Yeah, they still like, I think they was laughing and all that. Yeah, trying to sound happy. Yeah, just show up. Like, y'all are clowns.
Last night felt like the debate was a total loss. Now, in our first video, I give you the overall context for understanding why that's emphatically not what happened last night. In fact, I made the argument, and you may just want to check out.
See, now you see why I used to watch him. See, he definitely is not with that lying and cowardly shit. Because he said what I said. Oh, Trump shouldn't have. I mean, I don't know what he's gonna say, but he sounds like he's gonna say what. Yeah, he said they were upset with how he handled the ambush, and how is what a human is supposed to do when you're getting attacked like that.
Video as a whole, but I made the argument, at least in part, that was looking at this debate as if it were 2012 all over again, or even 2016 or 2020 for that matter. This isn't Candy Crowley fact-checking Mitt Romney mid-sentence, a fact check that she was wrong about, by the way. Those days are over. We are now living in a totally different political and social context right now. It's not just that voters simply don't trust the media anymore. They didn't trust the media much in 2012 or 2016. I mean, they really don't trust the media today. All of the polls, particularly the Gallup polls for media trust, show that trust and confidence in legacy media is at its literal rock bottom. I mean, it has fallen to its lowest level ever. Yes, it is true. Voters still, even more so than in 2012, 2016, 2020, distrust the legacy media. That is true. But it gets far deeper than that. Something's happening today that wasn't happening back then. Today, unlike then, we now have massive, they were beginning back in 2016, but now we have massive alternative news networks and information access that completely and totally bypasses the legacy media. So, for example, guess what is one of the top search items on Google right now? I kid you not. Haitians eating pets. Gang, that's freaking gold. Now,
and see, that's another thing. That's why I used to like his channel. He's genuinely funny. You know what I'm saying? He laughs at what I laugh. But see, what I do it, and because I'm a real G gangster, OG. It's like they think oh, I'm ignorant or stupid. But then they they listen to me talk. Then they get scared and know that, oh shit, we're fucked. And yeah, but see, with me and him, we got the same sense of humor. It's not about the dogs. You remember how they used to get Democrats? Hey, how was that funny? Or the Haitians? No, it's funny because y'all lied about it. See, that's what I'm saying. Y'all aren't smart, intelligent people. What's funny is you got caught in a lie. Or, maybe it's also the way he grew up too. Like he might have grew up like that. And yeah, you're gonna laugh, even if it's your sibling, and it's something small. It could be when y'all was little. You gonna laugh. Yeah, you got you gonna get a whooping or whatever. But when it's something, it translates to okay, as adults, you going to prison or street life. Damn, you finna get smoked. And it's like, but no, it ain't your homeboy. 'Cause like I said, I don't associate with people that do stupid shit.
That's referring back to Trump bringing up in the debate last night all the eyewitness testimony and video coming out from Springfield, Ohio, showing that Haitian migrants, particularly homeless migrants, are stealing pets and eating them. And it's a visceral visual that, of course, strikes at the heart of the single cat ladies who plan on voting for Kamala. So Trump, of course, was rudely fake fact-checked by the moderators, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter anymore what moderators have to say, because people can go on their cell
And
phones
look for
and do their own
themselves.
research, and that is
And people are putting real videos. Everybody can just, we all do it. That's, I've been said that's why they tried to start that, like in New York, especially, they always would use a female. She might get attacked in the train and somebody pulls out their phone. Why don't the people need to put the phone down? And I said it then. I said, you know what it is? This ain't got nothing to do with people helping people. Oh, the society nowadays, nobody care, heartless. Nope. They don't want evidence. They don't want nobody filming. Exactly. They're trying to gaslight you into not filming. And secondly, that's not their job. That's what the cops are for. And not only that, that's what the DA is for. Because I don't care. Yeah, motherfuckers ain't crazy. Matter of fact, let me take a break. And I forgot to tell the story yesterday, right? After I came back from the, Nissan or whatever, I went to get some gas. Like I said, I filled up. And, like I said, the cheapest place, plus with that little app I use, it was $2.81, right? And I earned, literally off the gas I made yesterday, 99 cents. So anyway, as I pull up, this crazy dude act like he crazy. I showed y'all that I made plenty of videos at that gas station, right? Like I said, sometimes a whole bunch of hoes out there, selling coochie, all that shit, and drugs addicts and whatever, and a couple of drug dealers or whatever. But yesterday it was nobody, but he walks in front of my car like they always do. He walks, and it's a parking lot. And so as I pull up, and I went around the gas station and go to the other side, and I pull up at a pump. I'm finna use. He sees somebody. I guess they told him to do it. It was a show, a street theater. This time he sees another car that's coming, and he sees them coming just like he saw me. But this time he stops. When I'm coming, he just keep walking. He's eating something, and he's over exaggerating with his lip eating. He wants me. He's poor and his clothes disheveled. And then I get around, but I was about that. He almost got bumped. I couldn't speed up because then it look intentional. They got cameras, but long as I ain't, I could just coast. And he got out the way, but he ain't make no effort. All right. So I get around the corner, and he's coming. Like say this is he can see the car. This time he stops. You see what I'm saying? Cause I think the other car might have been, I don't know, either way, or the other car might have not been one of their people, and the other car literally is not part of the program, so he know to stop. Like, oh shit, I'm finna get it, and he looks. Yeah, it's good for you little bitch ass, But I looked there, I was like, yeah, you finna get your stupid ass run over this time. So anyway, though, I'm still playing music as and the real thing, right? So they got one of they another bum. He's out, he's sitting, sitting next to the gas station, leaning up against the building. Then he tried to act like he know the song. It's an old song. He started saying. I think he almost did sing the words, but all they had to do was look it up on YouTube and let him, cause they knew I was listening to it over and over again, right? But so he's like, oh yeah, the boys from. I said, no, they from Flint. It's totally different. But I ain't even say that. I just, again, I just like the day before when I was at I told you the older dude, he wasn't a bum though, but he wasn't them lame older niggas. He's a little bit older than me, look like he would have been a senior or something. But he's older than me when I was a freshman, He might have been pretty popular back in his high school days, but he's trying to bob his head to the, he looking me in the eye when he gets out soon as I get out. Like, what? I just turned, whatever, nigga. And so yesterday tried it again, but at least dude 2 days ago had his own car, it was new, way newer than mine, That's what I'm saying. He probably got a, wife and kid, all that shit. But he out here, whatever, gang stalking. But this nigga, you a bum, and like, bro, this music ain't for you. You not one of us. Yeah, even if you did know that song for real, it's like you let all of us down. Ain't nobody I know is panhandling. Not like you grew up. That's what I'm saying. Real gangster rap. One, you're not one of them bragging ass little sissy ass niggas with I got more gold than you, all that little. Or you're not one of them. You're not a bum either. Real guy, that's what I'm saying. You're like, nah, bro, no. You a drug addict. You wasn't selling drugs. So yeah, I don't want to hear. Yeah, he up there bobbing his head, but then of course he really did ask me for some money. I don't even know what he said. I just did. Nah, bro, no, don't even come over here. Them boys bad. Nah, bro, just gone. Just beat it. Get the fuck out of here. I ain't say, but yeah, it's like, nah. I pump my gas, and it's like, yeah, nah, nigga, this music ain't for you. You should have listened to it back in '95. Maybe you wouldn't be out here right now, panhandling, and you damn near 60 years old. You 52 or 53 or something like nah, bro. You wasn't never down. I don't want to hear, oh, life happened, or I went to, nope. I know if you went to prison selling drugs or something like that, you don't come out panhandling. You come out, either you change your life or you go back to selling drugs. One or the other. Those are the only two things. I don't know nobody that been to prison that's panhandling. Y'all total different breeds. Like, nah, bro. I don't know why they keep setting y'all up like that. The gangster rap ain't about fighting white folks and racism. There's no words in there about that. None of that. None of that shit. Like I said, they tried to, like all these little liberal movies, everybody, they got rap songs, and yeah, that's why it's all females, and yeah, everything, the rappers, the white women listening to it, yeah. No, bro, yeah. It's like, nah, that's not it. That's not, that's some other bullshit. Like, don't try to front me with that shit, nigga. Get the fuck out, man. Seriously, you disrespecting a whole lot of, yeah. It's like, nah, we gonna take it back to the old days. I'm gonna get tried for some dumb shit. Everybody go, damn, you stupid. Why you do that? It wasn't even worth all that. Them people are dead. All that shit. You threw away your life. Hey, just leave it alone then. You will have to face no dumb shit, Go, just cut that shit out. Why y'all can't let you? It wasn't about no ego. I didn't explain. Don't try to play me. Don't try to gaslight me. You know what the fuck you did? Don't play with me.
Exactly what we're seeing they're doing today, and the trend proves it.
This ain't no bum music. Yeah, bum life. You know what I'm saying? Like there was a rap group back in the '90s called Bum Life. Like Thug Life with two. Yeah, this ain't no bum music. Music for bums. Music to ride by. All those type of albums. Shit like that. It's like, no, nigga, this ain't no bum shit.
Any more what moderators have to say, because people can go on their cell phones and do their own research. And that is exactly what we're seeing they're doing today. And the trend proves it. Now, again, if you want to get a sense of what's really happening here and how bad it is for Kamala and the regime, take a look at this headline from the New York Times. This actually summarizes it all, frankly, perfectly. Pundits said Harris won the debate. Undecided voters weren't so sure. Now, do you notice the pundit people dichotomy there? Even the New York Times is recognizing it. There's a people versus political class divide that did not exist in 2012 and in 2016 or even in 2020 as staunchly as it does today, especially after the realignment between Trump and Kennedy, the alliance between the populist left and the populist right. And the people versus political class divide, I mean, both sides consume fundamentally different information. The political class consumes the information given to them by the pundit class, the New York Times, CNN, Washington Post, MSNBC, whereas the people are more and more consuming alternative platforms like X that bypass the information gatekeeping of the legacy media. And that's exactly what we're seeing in the post-debate polling. Now take a look at this from Reuters. This is a focus group of undecided voters. They interviewed 10 undecided voters post-debate last night. 6 of them, 60%, are voting Trump. 3 are backing Harris and 1 remains undecided. So Reuters is reporting as of this morning that their focus groups show a 2-to-1 swing to Trump. 2-to-1. And so again, with that context, it's very interesting that almost all of the polls that are coming out show that most believe Kamala won the debate, but at the same time, she's losing votes. That's exactly what we saw in the CNN flash poll last night, where Kamala actually lost support on the economy and Trump gained support post-debate, even though the majority of viewers thought Kamala Harris won that debate, that sabotage. And it wasn't just the economy. When asked, who do you have a lot of confidence in regarding their respective abilities to lead the nation? Trump leads Harris by 4 in the same poll. And I want to remind you, this is a CNN poll. These are CNN viewers. CNN viewers are giving Trump a near 20-point lead in the economy and a 4-point lead in leadership ability post-debate. This is the pattern we're seeing over and over again. This is what a lot of people just cannot believe about the post-debate polling. But Robert Barnes explains it best, as he usually does. Quote, some are confused by how a poll could show Harris winning the debate, but losing votes. The reason is simple. People aren't wanting a president who wins debates. They want a president who makes their lives better. That's why Trump is the true winner of the debate night.
And then, like, he even says, and everybody's saying, they triple team Trump. The moderator and whatever, and Harris. So I'm still like, how did she win if she cheated? But and if they're everybody's like she won, and Trump handled it badly. I'm like, no, he handled it with the patience of Job, as they would say. Something like.
But there's something else going on here as well. Something that's going to make these polls the least of Kamala's worries. And that is the election itself. Historian Larry Schweikert has an excellent thread this morning that puts all of this into some pretty amazing perspective. Larry's a brilliant, very astute political analyst, and he's pointing out that in many ways, the results of this election, frankly, they're already baked into the cake. And that's because the debate was too late in the process. The voter registration numbers are already through the roof for Republicans, most especially in the swing states. So Republicans in Arizona are crushing it. Republicans in Arizona have more than doubled their voter registration advantage since 2020. In Florida, remember in 2020, in Florida, Democrats outnumbered Republicans in terms of voter registration by hundreds of thousands. Today, Republicans outnumber Democrats by nearly a freaking million. It's a stunning turnaround.
I get goosebumps. But because really what I'm about to say also mean things are really repaired. Repaired? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. That means that no more dead people vote or whatever. It's like, things are fixed. repaired rather, you know.
And we're seeing something comparable in the Republican voter registration in Pennsylvania. Thank you, Scott Pressler. Scott has been spearheading the flipping of entire counties like Bucks County, where I used to live. That was always a Democrat stronghold. It's a sleepover town or county where the New York crowd lives there because they can't afford anything
New
in
York.
Manhattan.
So they, oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, they live just like, what is it? Everybody live in Maryland. I mean, yeah, that work in D.C. You know, they can't afford, so they must be real close to New York or Manhattan. But you know what? You know, I forget. I really didn't even ask until recently. I was like, well, how far is New York from Philadelphia? Or either I looked it up on Google. That's what I did. I think I'm like, how you know New York to Philly? Because after, you know, as I got an adult or whatever, I would hear some people from New York, yo, I'm shoot down to Philly. And, you know, that's like, well, you go through two states, New York, New Jersey, and Philly or whatever. I'm like, how far? They said, oh, it's like a 90-minute drive. I said, what? But, you know, I was a kid, a baby. Really, I wasn't even a kid. I was a baby. So, probably like 2-3 years, you know, when we drove, to me, that ride seemed like forever. And a lot of times we rode the Greyhound too, but that, you know, the Amtrak, but I was talking about in the car. It felt like forever. But, you know, then, you know, once we moved down south and everything's wide open spaces, even in Atlanta, Roswell, Birmingham, even though they're cities, it's still, and then, especially by, you know, I learned to drive in Alabama, you know, Birmingham. You know, 90 minutes, you damn near, you know, you've been on the highway, so you did, and doing 60 miles an hour, you know, whatever. I know, you know, they got interstates up north, but a lot of that 90 minutes in New York is going to be getting from your house to the highway and where you're going once you get out in Philadelphia. But but still a quick 90 minutes or even less, depending how fast you. Anyway. So I know what he's saying, you know, but I was like, damn, I thought this shit was like 3 hours away or so. I guess I was thinking about the trip from Atlanta to Birmingham. That is like, oh, it ain't like, nah, this is like 90 minutes.
Crowd lives there because they can't afford anything in Manhattan. It's now majority, Bucks County is now majority Republican. We're seeing the same thing in North Carolina, where Republicans have slashed the Democrat lead in half. And keep in mind, many of those Democrats vote Republican. That's what makes North Carolina Democrats so unique, is they're old school Southern Democrats, many of them who never changed their voter registration. So Trump won North Carolina twice, even with the Democrats having a pretty massive voter registration lead. Well, that's been slashed in half just in the last several months. At the same time, vote by mail requests have imploded for Democrats. They're down 90% in Georgia, from 800,000 to 80,000. They're down over 60% in Pennsylvania. They're down in North Carolina. And then when we look at...
no more shenanigans, mail-in ballots. Now, I did that when I first moved up here. And I didn't have a place to stay. I was staying, you know, well, of my own. I had a place to stay. But I was getting my own apartment. I had to wait a couple of months because I had... and it was voting time. And I just wanted to vote in the local elections in Birmingham. Like I said, I just, you know, I got to vote, even though, because I wasn't sure I was going back or going to move back. Because, yeah, you know what? I think I wasn't sure. So I was just, you know, in between. Because, like I said, I was feeling better, but I still didn't know what gang stalking was. And I was like, you know what? I'm tired of, you know, this shit in Birmingham is like, you know, da-da-da. So I left. I said, let me see if I'm just going to move. But anyway, so I voted once with the absentee ballot. You know, the process is easy, but, you know, I had a reason. You know, my driver's license still said Alabama. Everything was, you know, I hadn't changed anything. And I just did a temporary mail change of address to get my mail, and you know, they sent me the ballot, and I voted. But like I said, I voted Republican and sent it back to my district, which is probably still is all Democrat.
North Carolina, where early voting's already started, we're finding that the early black vote is down to 11% from the high of 16% in 2020. And the white vote is up over 70%, and Trump currently enjoys a record double-digit lead among white voters. Now, you put that all together, along with the post-debate polls, don't be surprised if you see Kamala's election funds getting pulled in a few weeks and redirected to down-ticket Democrat races to try to stave off a complete and total election disaster.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna be able to stave it off or stop it. It's coming. They can't stop it. And it's not, counting chickens for your eggs is hatched, or this is, like I said, you can't win a battle without planning. And I told y'all that, that's why y'all tried all these years, decades now, since I've been out in the middle. Y'all even had people literally tell me that, why you, I'm like, I gotta plan, I'm just planning, and they like, no, help me. I can't help you. I can't do that, Some of them trying to get me to give them some money or loan them. These, friends or, girlfriend, like, no, I got, and some of them even tried to use the Bible, don't worry about the future. Jesus still said, the birds, the verse where he says Solomon, you see the birds are taken care of, and this, Jesus said that. I'm like, that's not what that means. I'm like, nah, bro, I'm planning. He wants you to plan, because it also say a fool and his money is soon parted. It's like, nah, but that was the communists, trying to, that was the communists trying to, brainwash my friends,
On May 4th, 2022, officers responded to an apartment complex regarding a disturbance in the parking lot.
What's up, man? What's up? What car you in?
I ain't in any of these cars.
Let's go, then you gotta get out. Let's go.
Nah, I don't gotta go nowhere. I'm right here. I don't got.
I mean, yeah, I don't even know why I clicked on that. It's some idiot. It don't matter what race he is. That's the only thing that they're all united. He's an idiot. He said he could have been black. But, I think, though, the cop, I think she is just horny about that cop, the white cop. Because, like I said, I think he wouldn't have did it to a black boy that's 20 years old. Because he would have been afraid of getting, all this and that. Or maybe they would have did it. I don't know. He might have. What city this is?
Yeah, I live here. You don't got.
Yeah.
Hey,
What you walking up on me like that for? What's up?
What's your address?
Take that.
You walking up on me, See, when I was that age, I was in the military, so I wouldn't have been getting into an argument with the cops anyway. So, but we was out in parking lots, well, no, not really. We were parking lots that would be after the club. And, nobody's, all that, shit, we trying to find out where the girl's going, or a Waffle House, or, try to get, or, it was saying these young boys, they in their 20s, they don't know how to act. That shit is not cool, tussling with cops. You 20 years old, you got a car. I had a nice little car. Yeah, I ain't fighting with no cop. You ain't even got to run. Just like, I know we never had the cops called on us.
Take that vest off. Come on. Take that vest off for me. Come on. Take that vest off. Come on.
Take that vest off.
Yeah. Where are we, y'all? Nah, it's back up. Hey, back up. Back up now.
And raised with his father, or if he was, his father was a cop.
But at the same time, I seen her channel before. At the same time, she's dripping. See, it's all good. She try to be. I think she really is trying to help you know. But yeah, see, it's like that's what I'm saying. The chicks, just don't. When you make comments like that, even nobody likes the little dude. He's not one of us. But when you oh man, you calling that cop a man and the soy boy. He's not really a soy boy. He's just a little punk. A soy boy is one of the liberal Democrats. All that this and that. He think that's yeah. He's not a soy boy. He's a little punk wannabe. And yeah, she calls it a man. Yeah, you just drooling over, you know, like one dude said. He that somebody pointed out a couple of weeks ago. He said if your girl work in a hospital, dog, and that's your girl, especially emergency room, she gone, dog. That is not your girl. That's exactly what he's talking about. He said all the cops, the EMTs, whoever, they all wear them tight ass uniforms. They all, some reason, they all work out. They usually get tattoos. It's not hate. He just laughed. He was laughing. Just like all of us, real niggas, real men, we laugh at the cops too. And to me, he is a clown. I mean, yeah, well, he's a big cop. He's big. No, man, dude. I know big people like you know. But the dude, the young dude, he do need to, I'm, real nigga shit is. And yeah, that's what he said. He wasn't just talking about white women. You see, she's black. Yeah, she's drooling over this nigga too. It's not hate on our part. That's what we're saying. It's just like, no, you're whipped. And you follow chicks like you're not gonna lead. Yeah, I think she wants to probably want to come on our side and be some kind of leader or something. It's like, no, you're not gonna lead. You're drooling. No, we ain't got time for that. Yeah, see, yeah, this comment, my dad would. So that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, you don't get it not because that's what I'm saying. He's not. Well, she tried to say it too. He needs a dad, or he probably didn't have a dad. But either way, that shit. That's not why he's not. He's not. That's not a soy boy. Soy boy. They're the liberals. BLM. Da da da. He probably thinks he's down. Looks like he got you know.
Cuckold.
Back up right now. The you in, bro? Back up. It's no big deal. It's no big deal. Roll up on your side. Stand up. What are you doing, bro?
It did is like he watched too many movies. I ain't never seen that in real life. He talking about take your vest off, but usually it's take off your gun and your badge because then you're not a cop no more. Yeah, take off your. That's what it used to be, but take your vest off. That's no, bro. You gonna get a federal charge or something like a felony. It's like it just don't sound right. It could be construed. The cop was nice enough if he didn't, you know, like terroristic threats. It's like, no, you need, at that age, you should know better. 20 years old, you're supposed to know the streets. You're supposed to know the cops enough. Like, take your vest off. That right there, yeah, that's stupid. that don't sound like you want to fight. Take your vest off. What you're supposed to say, if you're going to go that route, take off your gun and your badge and let's fight like men, da da da. And, who's going to go for that shit? This ain't a movie, This in movies, Maybe it happened. I don't know. But yeah, that shit was funny as hell. That thing. It was another video. He said, "But dog, if your girl working in the emergency room, she is done. She gone." Because he said what he said. He's just talking about. You can see it in their eyes when they come in, and they notice too. That's why they got they all got them tattoos all in their arm. They got the tight ass shirt on and tight ass pants. And yeah, he said all of them, the white, black, Latino cops, all of them, all of them Chinese, they all big, he said they all with tight ass. He said, and the girls, they this shit was funny as hell. He said, your girl working in the emergency room, she gone, dog. It's not your girl no more. You know, see y'all about 25, 26, you know, a nurse or something or whatever, you know. And you know, they get freaky anyway. All these young nurses, all that. Yeah, I didn't see them when I was in the hospital in 2018. They all look like they, you know, the scrubs so tight, it look like they got on, you know, booty shorts, but they scrubs, you know. They're like, this is the hospital? You sure they Magic City? But, you know, these, and so I can imagine downstairs, you know, with the, you know, they all is just a fuck fest, you know, all of them. But yeah, it's like, damn, that's your girl. That's your girl no more. You know, he's giving a warning to the dude. That's what I'm saying. That's what real niggas do. You know, real men, you giving a warning. It ain't no hate. You ain't hating on the cop or the firefighter or EMT or whoever brings in, you know, they coming in or whatever. Whatever it is. He said he seen them. He said he seen the way they be looking and acting around these dudes. I said, shit. Well, y'all young boys, y'all got it rough. These hoes is out of control. Yeah. Look at this. They still try to. Yeah, this a local. They clash. But anyway, I think that's all I would. It probably was some more I wanted to. What is this shit right here, Jaguar? Y'all don't know who that is, but
Sidney Poitier ain't want to have to do the deed. So they let old Bill get so they could get that budget. Don't forget, the tunnels from Diddy's house led to Hugh Hefner's house. Real life.
I mean, this is like I keep saying. They change, you know. Matter of fact, I just left a comment on that other girl channel. They're talking about, you know, the Super Bowl's gonna be in New Orleans or, you know, whatever. And look, they snub Lil Wayne and blah, blah, you know, all the young folks they coming on, you know, the ones in their 30s rather, you know, think they know rap. Yeah, Lil Wayne is a legend. And, you know, I said Lil Wayne always been alright as a rapper. He's a good lyricist. But you got to remember why I say that. You know, yeah, Lil Wayne is this and that. Like, no, you got to remember. I'm talking about it, and this is the way it always gonna be. Real rappers, the '90s, you know, and not just Tupac and Biggie. Is other groups and other rappers that didn't make it who were better. But you know, the Cash Money, like I said, and Puffy, Cash Money and Bad Boy are the ones who changed it to money and bling bling and flashing and all that. The gang, that's not gang. That was never gangster rap. That was never gangster rap. What I'm saying, they snuck. That's how they snuck in, because most of us just stopped paying attention, or maybe what it was, we stopped paying attention because they gave us too much trouble in our own personal lives. We couldn't listen to it like we used to. You know, just 2 years early, 95, 96, I'm killing it in the 82nd Airborne Division, so I can listen to new albums and da-da-da-da, because everything's going great. It's, oh, hell no, we got to sabotage all that shit. You know, if we're going to take over the world, we can't have not even one, you know, positive role model for young black kids, you know, whatever. We got to say, oh, hell no. And then we got to make everything about money, bling, bling, and, you know, yeah, you got to get fancy car, #1 stunner, you know, all that stupid shit. And so I was just looking at it. Matter of fact, I think I'll play that right quick before the Jaguar white one, but right. They were like little. They're trying to act like they're upset a little bit by Lil Wayne or whatever.
It was Kendrick Lamar. The show was in New Orleans. Not to mention, Kendrick Lamar just before the Super Bowl in 2020.
And then another thing, technically, I don't know what the Super Bowl trying to do. You know, that's the NFL with the kneel. They can go kneel somewhere else, but or go kneel in front of BLM. But Kendrick really is like I said, he's one of the he's the last one of new age real rappers, and he don't rap about bling bling and money. So that's what I'm saying. It's a Lil Wayne. What I said, I even left a comment on this video that Lil Wayne is reaping what he helped sow, the destruction of rap. You know, with that Cash Money shit. You know, yeah, Cash Money, yeah, literally Cash Money record. You know, he got money, Playboy, get money, 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 money.
They be using her for viewership. Ben Clark is going to be using her.
Whatever this is about Beyonce, you know, Beyonce didn't get it. Why would she get a country music? Y'all always talk about white folks appropriating it. Why does she deserve when supposedly the album sucks compared to real country music? So that's the end of it. Nobody did look at her. She got on a shower cap and everything.
Anybody want to be in got a little honky tonk anyways? Like, damn, not even a song with mine.
And it's too late. Ain't nobody would be. That's why I keep talking. See, that's like high school. I didn't want to go anyway. It's too late. You didn't get invited. It's the best thing to say is, you know, whatever, nigga, and just keep going. But saying I didn't want to go anyway, that's what I said. Whole shit. That's whole shit. You know, like I said, that is what women do. Now, ain't nobody. Yes, she did. Cause why you talking about it? No, we said at high school. Why you still talking about it, nigga? If you didn't care, if you don't care, why you still talking? You had to go there. That's whole shit. Female, effeminate shit.
Do they even like Miley? I should go check to see if Shabuzi was at least.
Kendrick will be performing.
I don't know none of these people.
You know, like biggest rapper.
See these young black. I'm not mad at what I'm saying is they just change. Yeah, they lame. It's not just, you know, the way he look. It's just their whole demeanor. They because they wasn't, you know, raised right, then everything was changed. So he, you know, he think he understand, and yeah, because he might listen to Lil Wayne and Kendrick. And really, if you think about it, like I said, that's why he's mad, he's upset, or he's, you know, that's why he might not like Kendrick, because Kendrick ain't, you know, money, bling bling, and the number one stunner, what, you know, and syrup and all this and that, and then lean.
Which, if I'm anywhere from that area and or a big Lil Wayne fan, I'm not gonna lie, bro, I'd be really pissed too. Some people were saying that Kendrick just performed at the Super Bowl not too long ago.
And then, you know, technically, I guess if you're from there, you're like, well, why he can't? Oh, well, but, you know, I don't, you know, most of it, I don't care about that shit anyway. But I'm just saying, you know, I don't know. Who knows? Maybe it's just time. But what this. But see, the one thing I keep saying about all this stuff, the Hugh Hefner, Bill Cosby, all that shit, all these women that keep trying to play victim, it's like, no, I don't know. You wasn't drugged, you know, y'all wanted to. You wanted to. You thought you was going to get an easy life. You thought, yeah, you didn't want to get a job. Thought you could sing. This and that. Da-da-da-da-da. Thought you was super pretty. And you gave it up. And let them pass you around. And you got high because you wanted to get high. Yeah, you was feeling good. You didn't black out.
Real life. It ain't real life. Just ain't real life.
Trap niggas into making them do what he wants to do or use.
And men, especially the men, you know, yeah. I mean, she's told a lot of shit. You know, you find out, you know, she was with I didn't like the Roots when they first came out. But, you know, she's telling how, because she was in, but I really didn't. That's why, you know, whenever they came A90, whatever, I just, like I said, that's your right. You ain't gotta like every rap group or rap R&B or whatever they was. You ain't got, you know, but she, she was around all that shit, this and that, and Puffy. That's what I'm talking about. She was around all that East Coast shit from since the early '90s. Behind the scenes, writing songs, or this and that, or whatever. You know, Mary J. Blige, or whatever. Yeah, she know all. Jill Scott. All that. All the super hoes. Super hoes. But see, that's what I'm saying. They did it to themselves. Like when you see Jill Scott, all that shit. She's the big time hoe.
To move them out the way. How is Faith Evans any different than Lauren London?
But see what I'm saying? Most of all the real niggas naturally didn't like Puffy. Did I tell you it was all that effeminate shit, all that women shit, all that, even her. In the '90s, we at the time we didn't think it wasn't that deep as far as mentally. Oh, he must be effeminate, this and that. Yeah, we thought he was soft and dancing all the time. We made our jokes and shit, but at the time you didn't know it was that serious what he was trying to do. You just ignored him, and we thought like Pac would keep making albums, keep living, Master P, all these other groups, all these other solo rappers, but they all just disappeared.
What really does make sense is that Diddy has had a long career of using pussy to trap niggas into making them do what he wants to do.
And see, that's another thing, and that's how you know they weren't gangster. So all the West Coast and Southern rap, no, that's literally what they rap about. Pussy ain't worth this, pussy ain't that. You ain't no, you ain't, and you notice you don't hear no shit. Even from her, you don't hear nothing about Master P. You don't hear nothing, about Ice Cube or anybody or nobody. Even Snoop, who talk about pussy this, pussy that, but you don't hear nothing about him using that to get niggas and this and that or Suge, nothing like that. Only New York niggas fell for that shit. We would have never failed. If anything, he would have been mad at me because, he tried to set me up. But yo, son, I let you fuck that bitch. Okay, whatever. Thanks. Appreciate it, brother. No, you owe me. Yeah, I don't think so. Shit, that's all.
Or using them to move them out the way. How is Faith
Yeah, I appreciate that. Hey, that was good looking out, bro. Shit, maybe hopefully you come through Birmingham. Shit, I don't know. I ain't no pimp like you. So, but I can introduce you to some chicks and whatever happened, that's between you two. So that's what I'm saying, but that's up to her. But Puffy, he would make sure she fucks and all that shit. Like, okay, yeah, appreciate that.
It's any different than Lauren London? How? No difference at all. Struggling artists trying to make their way up, not getting the break that they needed. All of a sudden they stand next to the right guy, and then now that guy is dead and they're okay for life. You know how many people in the business that happens to? Let's look at Khalees.
Now I'm gonna leave it at that, but I take a little at that. I know I'm nowhere near the business, but I promise you, that's when I had my Mustang, right? And I had that 10-inch, but inside a Mustang, and it's powerful. And one day I'm just going to the store, and I mean, I don't, but it could be timing, no such thing as coincidence. So as soon as I put in, my old house, when I first started making videos, so there's a store. I might have made videos in that parking lot. I used to freaking, but the song, however long it take, meaning I just got in, it's this a newer car. It took, I just got in, the car started driving, and it's so close that my phone didn't connect and the song didn't start. Everything is on until I turned into the parking lot. Or maybe I even fast forwarded to Rap Niggas. And, I used to love that song. What was that, 2018? You know, cause it's like he dissing these young all these niggas, yeah, these rap niggas, right? And plus, these niggas around here, it's the same. They're not rap niggas. They all don't want to be rap niggas though, just wannabes, right? And it just happened to come on, and it's blasting super loud, and the dude got scared. You know, he did, a little black dude. I guess they had sent them there because they knew I was coming, right? And they probably sent them there to be walking through the parking lot. And he. Then next thing you know, Nipsey's dead. I don't care. I still think that it's way higher than what she think. That his baby mama Lauren all this. He like that's I'm definitely not being trusted. I still think they deserve and I don't think it's just the dude who actually pulled the trigger. It's like, well, why would Obama won? Because like I said, even though what he was talking kind of was that community almost would be communist shit, but it was different. He was one of us, so it wasn't totally it was more helping niggas do for themselves instead of that Democrat community shit. So I think that's what it is. Like maybe it was the final straw because they know why I do. Yeah, they knew I'm playing it on purpose to diss they little punk ass niggas around here. Yeah, all of everywhere. And they did, all of the Migos fans and all that little rap they listen to. Matter of fact, yesterday when I was at the dealership, or where was I? I don't know. Some tall ass nigga, and he pulls out his phone to play a song, part of a song, one of them new age rap, whatever the fuck it is, And I'm like, nigga, you too old. How do you listen to that shit? It's like childish. And what are they talking about? But he I don't know. It's like he knew I was getting offended and irritated. He shut it off. Hey, nigga, don't disrespect my ears with that garbage. Yeah, don't. No, it's not even. That shit is not music. It has no soul. It really don't. You can't feel it. It has no soul. But anyway, I'm gonna leave it at that.